Hi, this is Maria with Petals on Water. Um, this is going to be a quick one, and I don't know that I'm going to post it, which has been happening a lot lately, but today's topic is going to be religion on DID. So, as you know, or may not know, I've been diagnosed with dissociative identity disorder, and it has been interesting because I've had a person in my life come back, and she was a young girl who very much loved the church. It was stability for her, you know, God the Father, the Son, the Blessed Mother. I mean, this was this family that she could only dream of. She didn't have that kind of life. So the church was very important to her. She was planning on devoting herself, becoming a nun. She actually popped up in high school a little bit and she's popped up throughout my life in that aspect, wanting to serve God. So she's come up recently, and I was ready to do this. I'd been ready for a while, and that's kind of another story. But anyway, she came up this time, and it was time. So it seems to be a very interesting time. When I was little, I went to traditional masses, and just before I had to stop, they were Novo Ortis masses, and I don't know. I mean, there were things to like about both of them, although, to be fair, the gorgeous Latin masses were, gorgeous. So, where am I going with this? So right now there's like this huge conflict, and I'm new. I'm coming into this from left field and watching all sorts of videos, trying to figure out how I feel about things. I think I've got some very traditional aspects. Kind of a dress code kind of woman. I mean, I'm sorry, none of you would go see the Queen of England in spray-on leggings or a hoochie dress that you would wear out to go clubbing and hopefully take someone home with you. That wouldn't happen. You'd never do it. But you do it for God. And that just, to me, is weird. So, anyway, sorry. A little side thing there. But here's what we don't understand. And this is kind of across the board. All right, so how, through everything I went through, God was always there. At the lowest moment of my life, my counselor actually asked me, well, did you ever feel like God had abandoned you? And my mind immediately went to one of the worst memories of my life. And the thing is that I wasn't alone. I was watching myself go through things, and God was holding on to me. He saved my life. He saved my sanity. My brain is mostly sort of intact. And the thing is that this was like, 5-6 years after I'd ever been to Mass. I wasn't doing the Latin Mass. I wasn't doing the I swear I cannot say it. The modern Mass. We're just going to call it the modern Mass because I can't for whatever reason. God was there. And I think that the Catholic Church is about tradition, and tradition is important. But I also think intention has a lot to do with it. When you go into church, are you determined to meet God, to have time with Jesus? Pray some rosary to the Holy Mother. to forget about everything outside. Because here's the thing, it doesn't matter what anybody else is doing around you. That's furniture, that's window dressing. It's not the essence of a communion with God. So I'm lost in this fight. I'm lost in, why are we arguing about this? Because the bottom line is that religion is what it has always been. How dedicated are you to having a relationship with your Creator? How much do you want to do His will? How much do you want to serve? Not just Him, but your community and the people that you love. How dedicated are you? Go to Latin Mass. Go to the modern Mass. Because at the end of the day, it's how much you're willing to do. As a child, I couldn't do it. I wasn't allowed. And He knew that. And He also knew that I was very devoted. If God will stay with me when I don't go to any Mass at all, tell me why it makes a difference. I mean, seriously. Focus on God. Focus on your relationship with God. Because at the end of the day, that's what no one can take away from you. Our churches, our cathedrals, they can be destroyed. They can take our rosaries, rip the veils from our heads. We could undergo all sorts of persecution. It's possible, people do. But at the end of the day, it's the relationship with God that you go in with intention. I wish you'd all quit fighting. You're going to destroy the church because you're attached to something that's not God. Just 2 cents from a system.